So we got Casual Geographic. Why this might be the most disrespected job on earth.
What's the job though?
I think he's talking about zookeepers.
I don't think I would want to be a zookeeper. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, I think you'd have to be interested in animals.
I like animals, but like I'd be feeling sorry for them in that joint.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, I've been to one zoo and seen footage of people at the zoo, and yeah, I didn't like it, bro. It's just like I felt so sorry for the animals, man. Like the animals just looked like they had no spirit, no soul. There was just
they're not free.
Yeah, they're not free. Okay, maybe I lied. This is not a zoo.
I actually seen this actual video though.
He's on the like electrical line.
Yeah, he's on it. I seen the video. He was they were trying to bring him down, but he wasn't going.
Anyways, bro, shout outs to Casual. There will be a link to the original video down below. Go check it out.
Oh, so there's a lot of talk about man versus bear. Would you choose the man? Would you choose the bear? How about we talk about that time women chose gorillas?
What? Oh, nah, no thanks.
Shibani's a 27-year-old living in the Higashiyama Zoo in Nagoya, Japan, where his face card went viral and caused a direct increase in the number of female visitors. All enjoyed the way he had these women curious. Last name Clooney, because that's the main guy they compared him to.
He's thinking.
Shibani's also a 400+ pound primate with a perpetual pump. Not only that, he's a loyal husband with 2 wives and children. That's a family man being lusted after. Some of the words used to describe him were punky, heartthrob, metrosexual, spornosexual. I didn't even know what that meant. The article even asked, quote, would you go for a romp in the jungle with Shibani?
What?
Liaison, that's harambe. Had women hot and bothered, that's femme flambe. Call him Susan B. Anthony the way he had women showing up to the poll. Just kidding. Real ones know gorillas ain't packing anything but a room. But yeah, Shibani's looks transcended the laws of nature, and if I had a nickel for every time a woman's feelings towards a gorilla made headlines, I'd have 2 nickels. Which is too many more than I should have.
That's how
how would you
But like, why would you do that? Like, why would you fall in love? I don't know, man. Okay, I'm just gonna shut up. I don't even know how to I don't know how to form the sentence.
Beatar de Blijdorp Zoo in the Netherlands. And her favorite was a silverback named Bakido. Up to 4 times a week, she'd find him, make direct eye contact, and smile. I'm not even gonna explain how much of a gorilla middle finger.
He got grills?
Keepers tried to warn her, but she didn't listen. Her and Bakido, they had a connection.
Ew.
Oh, they connected all right. One day she smiled again and called him constipated because Bakido was not letting that shit slide. Bakido broke out and would proceed to put the beats on her like Afro music. And he jumped over a water-filled ditch to do it. Gorillas hate water. Bakido was fed up. He was calmly escorted back home where he lived well for another 16 years until he passed away in April of 2023. His get back on his biggest fan / op was immortalized as a word of the year. And the woman, who I originally felt bad for, apparently didn't get hit hard enough. So if y'all don't know, my first aspiration in life was to be a zookeeper. I even had a state-of-the-art custom virtual simulator to prepare. Yeah, that dream flatlined pretty quick. For reasons. But this video is going to be about probably what my life would look like as a zookeeper, the weird stories, the dirty secrets, and the
my God,
know nothing about. Like, what is the most dangerous animal in the zoo? Like, actually, the answer just might surprise you. Actually, probably not. Born Free USA has a database where you can look up incidents involving exotic animals in America, and if you search up animal attacks by any species in any state in an AZA accredited zoo, you'll see that the #1 culprit are big cats. Out of 101 recorded injuries, they caused 46 or 38%.
Oh no,
Elephants were second at just over 17%, but if Bakido proved anything, it's that a lot of them had it coming, which is probably why primates earned bronze in brutality at 14%. Reptiles like Komodo dragons and bears like pandas got just over 4% each. 9% were marine attacks by animals like orcas, dolphins, and stingrays, and the remaining 13% were just other. Other being something like a kid falling into a rhino enclosure or a woman climbing into a giraffe pen and nearly getting kicked off the census. Now take it with a grain of salt, because I thought for sure zebras would be up there, but they weren't even on the list. And I know for a fact at least a couple should.
But how is zebra packing you up?
I want to know what zooby's most likely to put a halo on my head.
Well, nah, I know zebras, they be violent for real.
Every time a person got put on the shirt at a zoo, accredited or not, big cats did it over 40% of the time. With elephants at a hair under 30.
I can explain all of these.
Barely even scratch.
I can explain all of these. Okay, big cats just make sense. That's what they do. That's what they like. They hunt. Any sort of like if they smell fear in you, something in you, or like that's just what they like to do. They gonna eat you.
Like meat. They like meat, and guess what? You're meat, so they're gonna eat your meat.
Yeah. Okay. Then elephants, I feel like, cause elephants are cool. They think like humans are cute, from what I've heard or whatever. So I feel like that 29% comes from them being mistreated. And because they're smart, they'll remember you, or like they'll want to treat you the same way you treat them.
Maybe, or
okay.
I know when the males get like in their little horny, when they get horny, whatever, they get more aggressive.
Okay.
So you being next to them, they might smoke you with their aggression that they have pent up. They need to, you know, bust some gallons a little bit before.
Hey, sounds like that. Hey, that sounds like me for real. Anyways, and then the third one was what? Hold on, bears came in what?
Crashed at less than 9%.
Okay, 9%. Okay, that one I can't really explain because, well, it depends. Oh, it depends on the type of bear. Remember, we just watched a video on that.
Okay.
So the reason why it's slow is because it was a, oh my God, which one's the least harmful one? Was it the black bear or the brown one? I forgot, but maybe that's what it was.
They all get on you, so I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
But here's the thing, if you look at non-accredited zoos, the big cat number grows to 47%, with bears and elephants at 16 apiece. And lastly, in accredited zoos, elephants actually took the lead at 47%. Big cats were the suspect 33% of the time, and bears weren't even on the board.
Oh.
If you're a zookeeper at a zoo that actually has its stuff together, statistically, if there's any animal that erases you, it's gonna be an elephant. And if
why is his head in his butt?
Might be your downfall. But also remember, if it does happen, it'll probably be your fault or your.
Okay, yes.
I can see that.
Okay, I understand zookeepers. I know y'all like animals. I understand that y'all raised them. I understand this, but like
I ain't touching them.
Exactly, I'm not touching them. And I'm not gonna stand next to them if they're not, you know, chained up or something, bro. Like I'm just not.
Even if they chained up, I ain't even going next to them, bro. They just take one little bite of your leg, you're cooked, buddy. I ain't playing with no lion on a chain. I don't care, bro.
Thank you.
I'm not getting close to you.
Yep. I'm not.
Your coworkers believe a big cat might be your downfall, but also remember, if it does happen, it'll probably be your fault or your coworkers.
Yep.
Now, if you work
the tiger's like, stop.
Eventually, some animals gonna escape, whether it's a minor inconvenience like a bunch of meerkats or a code red dead the rights and murk on site like a chimpanzee. It's gonna happen, and the best reaction is proaction. So some zoos do escaped animal drills, but instead of actual animals, One Japanese zoo will have workers cosplaying as an animal taking a cue from Madagascar and breaking out. Thank God, because I'm not even going to tell you what I thought this was.
What the?
But it's a pretty harmless way to remind everyone what to do when an animal gets out. That being said,
but it's not realistic though.
To not be so not. Zoo. What animal's the most likely to escape? In my non-professional online opinion, there's two. If you want to test how good a spot is at keeping the animal in, you should probably hire the man of the forest. Or the orangutan. Fu Manchu
they
was an
smart.
orang that nearly got an entire staff fired because there was a solid week where they would show up to work and the entire orangutan posse would be posted up outside.
Damn!
It took for them to realize that Fu had snagged a wire, hid it in his mouth most of the day, and used it to pick his enclosure lock when no one was looking.
What?
The Harry Houdini who got.
That's insane. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's actually insane, bro.
Yo, he knew to hide it in his mouth.
Yeah. And he knew how to pick a lock.
And he knew when to do it, bro. Which was at nighttime or whatever when like and nobody was there. See,
but
that's
knowing how to pick a lock is insane, though.
That's
I don't even know how to freaking pick a lock.
That is so fire.
That monkey's smarter than me.
Oh.
Damn.
Okay.
How
you pick locks?
The zoo had to hire rock climbers to find every possible point of exit because they didn't know how he got out, and Ken for sure wasn't about to tell him. And what did he do with all this freedom? Well, when he wasn't wandering the zoo looking at animals like everyone else, he was pelting rocks at another orang named Otis because even a 95% vegetarian can make room for beef. The other animal's the red panda. Do your homework on how hard it is to keep this red panda.
I love red pandas. They're so
Google
cute.
Search will tell you that a red panda escape has made the news at least once in 1978, 2005, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2012, 2013.
Back to back.
Probably more. My favorite was red panda Rusty slipping out the Smithsonian and walking the streets of Washington, D.C. completely unbothered. So if your job's keeping a ninja panda or a Cheeto-flavored gorilla in check, you're gonna have a bad time. But some animals are a great time to work with, and it's often not the ones you'd expect. Rhinos are legally blind trauma tanks that'll buck up to a butterfly. In the zoo, it's a 2-ton Labrador with the personality of a lapdog. And they put the zoo in zoomies. Turkey vultures are unironically like precocious toddlers that'll follow their favorite keeper around and play games with them. And cheetahs might just be the most people-proof predator of them all. In fact, almost too much for their own good. Cheetahs get treated like the doormat of the savannah, and their life doesn't become a cakewalk in captivity.
Damn, what happened to him?
Yeah, he just like
too anxious to even think about making more cheetahs. So, some cheetahs get emotional support dogs.
Oh,
so
that's so cute. Yeah, I seen this.
Cubs, and the idea is they become a bonded pair, with the cheetah seeing Fido as a role model to mirror and take social cues from. It's literal emotional support, because if the introvert cat sees that the dog isn't stressed or pressed, it allows them to chill out, or at least enough to motivate them to multiply without a calculator. And to make it even more wholesome, a lot of zoos like the one in San Diego will use dogs rescued from kill shelters. What? Definitely one of the top 5 animal friendships.
Oh, that's so sad.
It's not even the only one in San Diego. This is Zari the zebra, also from the San Diego Zoo, and this is her best friend Sophia.
Oh, I'm like, what?
Yeah, I was like, wait,
she's one of the ambassadors
cheetah,
for the zoo, spreading smiles and awareness. But I'm also guessing you can't really have your ambassador around other zebras. Let's just say that might not be the best influence. So Sophia, Mediterranean donkey, and Zari's roommate and best friend. To say they're inseparable would be a massive understatement. And while I can't exactly tell you who's influencing who, just know Zari and Sophia give any cheetah dog duo a run for their money. Now, speaking of role models, have you seen this video of a panda struggling to break bamboo? Well,
I've never seen that.
And he's not struggling. The story goes, he was hand-raised by humans his entire life, and while a 250-pound bear might have no problem snapping sticks, a weaker human will. So apparently years of watching his surrogates get humbled by
he made that face.
That face is necessary to break it. You can even find videos where he breaks it, starts eating, realizes he forgot to struggle just to grimace and continue. And he's done a lot of things, and apparently Good at Simon Says is one of them. They're also by far the most expensive animal you'll see in a zoo. Any American zoo that wants a panda will have to pay a small annual leasing fee of up to $1 million. $600,000 for every cub born there. Add the millions to build their enclosures and the thousands spent feeding them, and the black and white bamboo bear is about 5 times more expensive than second place. And that's literally the biggest thing
bro,
in
because
legs.
they don't stop eating, bro. Like, they eat pounds and pounds.
Eating.
Yeah, they're always eating, bro. So like, so now you have to pay to have the panda, and then you gotta pay
supply the food.
Yeah, the food and all that, but also if it has kids or whatever, cubs, whatever, you have to pay for them too.
$600K.
Oh my God.
Best believe they know it. You might never meet a more high maintenance mammal. In 2014, the Chengdu research base set up a live stream so viewers could watch expecting
So that's what, hold on.
Yeah, go ahead, talk to him.
Damn, I can't pause.
First of all, look at this panda. He like he pay bills.
And he look like bro, give me my damn food. I'm tired of waiting, bro. I'm tired of waiting. All right, pause it.
Okay.
Here we go. 1 mil, 2 mil, 3 mil, 4 mil. 4 mil in that one room. God damn, I need some money.
Some money.
Damn.
Yo, you know they making money because that's just to keep them there, bro.
I know,
that's
bro.
crazy.
The Chengdu research base set up a live stream so viewers could watch expecting mother. Oh, these names are killing me. Hin bring another panda into the world. It was then canceled after it was discovered she had faked her pregnancy. Somehow the same animal that got its brain nerfed by nature figured out that if they can play pregnant even after the hormones wear off, they can finesse preferential treatment. And they're not wrong. Any future mother pandas are moved to a single with AC, they get round-the-clock care and more fruits and bamboo. Quite frankly, I don't blame the bears for working smarter. But it gets even crazier. Did you know pandas can be bougie? Mei Lun and Mei Hun were 2 pandas born and raised in the Atlanta Zoo, but were sent back to China in 2013. The only problem? They refused to eat any traditional Chinese meals, only American. They were not rocking with the Tao. They wanted biscuits and cookies. And pandas aren't even the only ones to pull some stuff like this. Japan's Akone-en was used to feeding their residents aji, or Japanese horse mackerel. But thanks to inflation, they decided to cut costs by switching to a cheaper alternative.
Oh, and they didn't like it.
And wouldn't you know, the penguin with king in its name was not about to eat like a peasant, since them and the otters refused to substitute. You see, that's the part of zookeeping they don't tell you. All that time spent preparing fish, slaving away while the stench of your profession dents your social life, just for an uppity tuxedo chicken to choose hunger strikes.
He's like, nah, I want it.
They don't get paid enough for that.
I don't want it.
The only compromise was mixing the cheap fish with the aji. As you can see, some animals are way more high maintenance than others, but some are too difficult to even exist in zoos. Think about it. Think of all the zoos you've ever been to and try to see if you can come up with any notable absences.
Notable absences.
Okay, time's up. When's the last time you saw a moose in a zoo? For a lot of y'all, including me, probably.
Yo, Lunar.
No, it's not that deep, bro. He's not running on top of the damn water, bro.
So what's he doing then?
He's definitely touching ground, buddy. He's definitely touching ground.
So if he touching ground, why the guy on the boat?
I mean, bro, you know how long their legs are?
Okay. I'm just trying to see if you with me here, bro.
He's not running on water, I promise you. He ain't moving that fast.
Okay.
You can come up with any notable absences.
Okay, but yeah, he's right though. I've never seen that.
When's the last time you saw a moose in a zoo? For a lot of y'all, including me, probably never.
Yeah,
You've
never.
probably seen bison, bears, bobcats,
Bison,
cougars.
not even bison.
I can speak on wolves, but no moose. Why? Moose have specific diets. They're built like a tank and of course eat like one, and really you could do everything right, they can still pass tense in a few years. And apparently feeding an antler warrior that can't even survive a president's term is a bad investment. So are leopard seals. You'll likely never see
side eye
in
like
the
that.
zoo. Narwhals can literally die of social anxiety, so they're out. Tarsiers sometimes seppuku themselves in captivity, so that's a no-go.
Oh wow.
And they say dietary restrictions are why proboscis monkeys are rare in zoos. I call bull shark. It's definitely because schnazi might be the most inappropriate.
But if I see this in the zoo, I have to roast it, bro. I'm gonna walk up.
Squidward right there, gang. It's Squidward.
Yo, I'm pulling my phone out. I'm like, boy.
Sometimes seppuku themselves in captivity, so that's a no-go. And they say dietary restrictions are why proboscis monkeys are rare in zoos. I call bull shark. It's definitely because schnazi might be the most inappropriate animal to take your kids to see. And yes, my head's here for a reason. I'm not about to catch an age restriction over an overexposed lipstick dispenser. Or they could just use fake animals, cause it's not like that hasn't happened before. In 1987, a zoo in China was exposed for painting a sun bear and presenting it as a panda. That's sun bear.
What the heck?
In 2018, a zoo in Cairo did the same, except they had a donkey and zebra face.
Get out of here.
We're back in
No.
I didn't know that was a thing. What the?
You're a trip. Why would you do that? Look at this. This is messed up.
They couldn't get the zebra. They said, freak it. We're going to make a freaking new one.
Cairo did the same, except they had a donkey and zebra face. 2013, and we're back in China, except this controversy was about their resident African lion. There's a lion.
What?
That is not a lion.
By far, my favorite counterfeit creature story is...
These dogs are advertised as panda dogs.
Dogs?
They're just dogs, okay? According to Chinese state media,
That's
dogs fur to look like
They
pandas.
said we can't afford
Fill in
1
the blank
million.
of not having actual pandas.
You know, if I took time out of my day and spent my hard-earned money to go see a panda and got this, I'd probably go and spend more. Man, they got pandas from Temu. I can't even be mad. So
I'm all right, buddy.
See animals at zoos, but you ever wonder how the animals feel? Well, someone did.
Facts.
A study from Nottingham Trent and Harper Adams University studied over 250 animals in zoos to see how their behaviors
polar
changed
bear in a
around
zoo?
human company.
Jesus.
Using hours of observation and research, they found that the animal most excited to see people at zoos, and I really hope this is true, were
I hope that's
elephants.
true, too.
Elephants showed the most positive reactions to large groups of people, becoming more active, more playful, and overall seeming to have a better time when humans were around. The other people-happy animals included cheetahs, jaguars, penguins, grizzly bears, polar bears, a cow called a batang, servals, and black-tailed prairie dogs. And on the other side, the animals that seemed to like human company the least were hedgehogs, ostriches, marsupials like kangaroos, ungulates like giraffes and antelopes, and probably most random of all, the tuatara. They have 3 eyes and apparently none of them want to see us. As for the rest, the vast majority of animals had no reaction. The study does raise an interesting question, and that's how the pandemic affected zoo animals. Believe it or not, some animals actually started to miss people. The worldwide panoramic left elephants confused and disappointed. Birds like kias and cockatoos missed the attention, and you even had apes like chimps actively looking for missing visitors. And while the shutdown gave us gems like penguins exploring empty...
I guess that makes sense because
that's all they get to see. That's different.
Exactly. So like those animals, I feel like the elephants and the chimp, those are like highly like intelligent animals.
Yeah.
So they know that like, okay, I'm caged up, but at least I'm seeing people and I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, they like seeing different stuff. They're seeing the same thing all the damn time. So seeing different people all the time is like, fun to look at.
Yeah, something to do, I guess.
Disappointed. Birds like kias and cockatoos missed the attention, and you even had apes like chimps actively looking for missing visitors. And while the shutdown gave us gems like penguins exploring empty aquariums or a sea lion getting introduced to a tegu, by far the best story to come out was what happened in a Japanese aquarium. You see, the eels in Tokyo Sumida Aquarium were used to people, but the pandemonium turned them back people shy, and those same eels would now hide in the sand whenever a worker or someone would walk past. The problem is, that made it almost impossible to check up on them and keep them healthy. The solution was the aquarium asked people to FaceTime their eels to refamiliarize them with people, like some exposure therapy. There was a legitimate time where you could have gone on a date with an antisocial eel, and the worldwide Panera brought a lot of bad, but this was definitely a bright spot. But now, zoos are back open, so here's some hacks to get the most out of your experience. Animals are going to be most active on cooler, cloudier days, and they usually peak as soon as the doors open. Also, you're going to want to aim for a random weekday, since the less crowded, the better. Try it. If you can be there the next overcast 10 a.m. on a Tuesday, I swear you'll see a different zoo. And if you're a cat person, you might want to wear some Calvin Klein. No, seriously,
Wait, what?
decline is a favorite for cats of all kinds, from cheetahs to cougars, from lions to leopards. In fact, researchers have caught wild jaguars on camera by dousing the trap in obsession for men. So next time you're at the zoo and end up in big cat country, go ahead and spritz some of decline and see what happens. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I imagine I'm gonna get a couple comments disappointed in me for not blasting zoos for 15 minutes, that I can't possibly care about animals if I still go to them. Here's my take. I've always said that zoos are capable of a lot of good and a lot of bad, but a lot of them are an invaluable resource for conservation and awareness. And while I agree, there are some species that are just not built for zoos. A majority of them are there because they literally would be worse off.
I don't like this one, the polar one, there's no way.
Basically halfway down the grave, but it was the work of zoos that helped bring them back from the brink. Same thing with the California condor, and about a dozen more. And spare a thought for zookeepers are overworked, underpaid, usually overqualified. And like I said, the smell isn't just something they leave at the office. Not all zoos are created equal, and it's at best lazy, and at worst almost dangerous to put them all in the same boat. But I'ma stop yapping, drink water, hug your mother, support your local zoo, just make sure it's accredited. Matter of fact, give a zookeeper a hug. Who knows how much they need it. And I'ma see y'all
on the next one.
Yeah, what you just whisper that for?
Yeah, why you doing that to my ear for?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Seeing a giraffe in person is so insane, bro.
Oh yes, I saw my first one. Wait, I lied. No, I've been to one zoo, but it was one like farm, basically, and they had a giraffe. Yeah, and then I saw it.
Bro, they look CGI, gang.
Yeah.
Like, I seen it from afar. It wasn't close to me, but like that joint didn't even look real. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, in person, well, not in person, closer, it looks, same thing. Like, it doesn't seem real. It's like, whoa, like this exists for real?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the only thing I liked about when I went to the zoo or whatever, because it was like a brand new experience for me. So yeah, I'm aware that these animals exist, but seeing them in person, I was like, whoa, there's a rhino right here, bro.
Yeah.
There's a what I saw a lion. I was like, damn, like that's crazy.
Anyways, if y'all like it, like it, cause you can't like it, not like it. Fuck off. I'm on my casual time.
Yeah. Bye. See you tomorrow. Stupid. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. I'll see y'all on the next one.